going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we are going to just showcase how strong a Lowland Marowak can be, how clutch it is. And in today's video we bring Lapras, Alolan Marowak, and Meganium. Now, Alolan Marowak is probably my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and especially in the Great League. This thing is an absolute monster. So in game 1 right here, we have Lapras versus Azumarill lead. And the thing is, we're running our Lapras with Skull Bash and Surf. We have Ice Shard as a fast move, which is Legacy. But with Skull Bash and Surf, we can do a pretty good amount of damage to the meta. Now, this is going to be a Play Rough coming in. We could have potentially shielded that right there, but we're going to go ahead and go for the Skull Bash right here. This is going to do quite a bit of neutral damage on top of giving us a boost to our defense. So as you guys can see there, our defense rose. So we're actually going to be able to survive this next charge move. Now, I think I go for a shield right here. No, I don't go for a shield. Play Rough does less damage, as we see right there. I'm going to build up almost to Skull Bash right there. I'm going to go ahead and go for Surf. This is going to be doing resisted damage, but it's going to be enough to be able to take it out, and then we're going to get another Surf right away. This will probably go unshielded, but if it gets the shield, that's going to be great for us. It is going to go unshielded, so that's perfectly fine, so we're able to win that lead. And now we're going to see a Probopass come in. So this is going to be an interesting dance that we're going to have to do. We're going to go ahead and bring Meganium into the Probopass right here. Both Alolan Marowak and Meganium can take out a Probopass, but Meganium doesn't have to worry about the charge moves as much as Alolan Marowak does, because Rock Slide is going to do super effective damage to Alolan Marowak, where it's going to do neutral to Meganium. So we're okay staying in here. Now we're expecting him to switch, which he doesn't, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a Frenzy Plant right here. I really want to bait out a shield, which we do get a shield, which is fantastic for us, and he swaps, so we're instantly going to go into our Lowland Marowak no matter what it was. Now, we do see a charge move coming through. Mud Bomb is going to be doing super effective damage to Alolan Marowak, but this is how you can work the dance. Alolan Marowak is amazing because of his ability to have coverage moves and dance with energy. So we're going to go ahead and get off a Bone Club, really force his shield because it's going to be doing super effective damage. And then now, we cannot shield. Mud Bomb is not going to take us out from this range. We can safely, what we're going to do is overcharge on energy. So we're going to farm a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and go for the Bone Club. This will be taking out the Toxicroak because it's going to be doing some really heavy, super effective damage. And then the Probopass coming in, it forces him to use his energy right here, which is fantastic for us. We can save a shield in the back for the Meganium. Remember, we went for Frenzy Plant instead of Earthquake to shield bait. So now we can get to an Earthquake right away. This will be doing super effective damage and take out the Probopass. So right there, Lowland Marowak transitioned us really, really well. We're going to go ahead and get into game 2. Now game 2, same team right here. And, oh man, I just love Lowland Marowak. It's just going to get better and better as we go into each game. I think this might be the game where he solos all 3 of my opponent's Pokemon, so we'll have to see right here. Yeah, so we have Lapras into Registeel, not good. We're going to go ahead and go into Meganium. What I'm hoping to do is draw out a flyer. I really want an Altaria or a Skarmory to come out right now, but he's not switching. I'm like, okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're not going to shield. We're going to try to punish. I really want to get a shield right now. I could go for a shield bait, but I want to punish. I want to get a shield right here. So we're going to go ahead and use the Earthquake. We do get the shield, which is okay. I could have gone for Frenzy Plant, but I didn't want to risk it go unshielded. Now we're going to shield right here ourselves, and I'm wondering if he's actually wanting to fully stay in. So this is where I decide to go for Frenzy Plant. Maybe he's actually wanting to stay in this fight. So Frenzy Plant could get the second shield, but he doesn't shield, which is it's tough for us. But this is where Lowland Marowak becomes so clutch, the ability to farm energy. So we're going to let Meganium go down, and we're going to let our Alolan Marowak 1v3 his team real quick. Real quick, no worries. Here we go. Alolan Marowak comes into Azumarill. So now we're going to swap to Lapras. Notice how we kept all of that energy on our Alolan Marowak there, and we're going to be able to get to a Skull Bash right here. Now I'm like before, Play Rough, it could have Play Rough, so I'm going to shield, but it's an Ice Beam. I'm like, dang it, could have saved that shield right there. Now the Skull Bash is going to be, again, doing some nice neutral damage, and hopefully we get that last shield, which we do, which is fantastic for us. Now that I know he has Ice Beam, he likely has Hydro Pump as well, so both are not going to do a lot of damage at all to Lapras. We just want to get this Azumarill as low as possible. So we're going to go ahead and go for another Skull Bash, again boosting our defenses again. We still have a Lowland Marowak in the back with some loaded energy. We're going to see the swap now to Registeel, and then now we're going to come into a Bone Club right here. This is going to be doing super effective damage to Registeel, not take it out, but the thing is we can get it low to farm a little bit more energy, and now he's going to have an Azumarill come in. And we're just going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball right here. I do not want to risk a Hydro Pump hitting me or any charge move. So we're going to Shadow Ball right there. And then his final Pokemon is going to be a Venusaur. So we're actually going to be able to resist all the moves from Venusaur right here. This is going to be, I believe it's Sludge Bomb coming in, which isn't going to do a lot of damage. But again, just look how much... Oh, man, Alolan Marowak, you're amazing, dude. All right, here we go. Shadow Ball right here. This will be finishing off the Venusaur, and that is going to be a great second game right there. I love Alolan Marowak, guys. It's really good. And the thing is, mine isn't even amazing PvP IVs. It was a trade. It's a lucky one, so that means all its stats are above 10. So it's not even optimized for Great League, and it's still amazing, guys. So we have Lapras lead into Tropius, so this is rough for us. Our only counter is Alolan Marowak, and it's a Razor Leaf one, so now I gotta swap into Meganium. I want to keep him in here, and he's opting to stay in, which is fantastic for us. I'm loving this. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, dump your energy into my Meganium. This is going to be great, but we're going to shield the first one. Aerial Ace is going to do quite a bit. I'm wondering if he's going to bail out, but he's not. So we're going to go ahead and go for Frenzy Plants. Now, these are going to be resisted. But the thing is, if we can get the Tropius low and he stays in here, this is perfectly fine. We can save our Alolan Marowak and our Lapras for whatever's in the back. We're going to go ahead and get to another Frenzy Plant right here. He's opting to stay in, which is great. And we're going to be able to beat him to another charge move because Razor Leaf doesn't charge energy that quickly. Now, the Frenzy Plant right here is definitely going to be forcing the shield on the Tropius, which is perfectly fine for us. That means we are able to even out the shields, and then now we can take out the Tropius right here. And the tough decision is to bring in, or actually I think I swap in, or I try to swap in Lapras. A weird little glitch happened right there, but that's okay. We finish off, and then we're going to see Azumarill come in again. So we're kind of up at it right now. We're going to go ahead and go for Skull Bash. We need to increase our defenses, but the thing is, Alolan Marowak can't really take out an Azumarill that well. So this is going to be really, really tough. Alolan Marowak is about to solo an Azumarill and a Registeel with one shield right here, guys. So Alolan Marowak, I put all my faith in you, buddy. Here we go. So we have Alolan Marowak versus the Azumarill right here. Again, he has Hydro Pump, so this is deadly right here. We're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball. I really want to get that shield. I do not want to risk a Bone Club getting unshielded, so we do get the shield right there. Now, this is the critical point. If this is Hydro Pump and we shield it, we're good. Okay, so it is a Hydro Pump, so we are sitting really, really good. And now he's going to have a Registeel come in, and this is where the dance of energy begins. So we're going to go for Bone Club first. This is going to get the Registeel, not low, but it's going to do a decent amount of chip damage, about 50% HP. Now, the moves coming from Registeel are going to be resisted. Flash Cannon and Focus Blast. But this is where we have to dance with energy, guys. This is so critical. So we're going to load a little more, load a little more. Now we're going to go for the Shadow Ball. So we got 2 extra Fire Spins over Shadow Ball. That way we can beat the Azumarill to the charge move. We take out the Registeel, and then the Azumarill is going to come back in, and now it's a race. I'm like, oh no, lag, go away. Go away, here we go, here we go. We got the Shadow Ball just in time versus this Azumarill. It's going to be taking him out. So Alolan Marowak, hashtag confirm, clutched as F right there. So very good battle. Now we're going to move into Game 4 right here. I believe this is the one where Scrafty comes in, which is, I wasn't expecting a Scrafty in the back, and he's able to play it really well. So we have Lapras versus Umbreon right here on the lead. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight for the Skull Bash right here. The first foul play, I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to shield. But the second one I am going to shield if he's opting to stay in, because I need to basically retain some health. So I'm going to go ahead and shield right here. I do not want another full damage foul play to hit me, so now we're going to go for the Skull Bash right here. I'm hoping it goes unshielded versus his Umbreon, which would be really, really good, which it does. So fantastic for us. Now our defenses are up, and now we don't have to shield. And now we can pressure with Surf right here. So this Surf, I think, gets the Umbreon very, very low. And then one more Ice Shard is going to be finishing off Umbreon, I believe. No, he's going to get to a charge move, but because we have our defenses up, we're not going to shield again. And then we're going to be able to finish off with Ice Shards. I think 2 Ice Shards, we finish it off. And then we are going to see I believe it's a Azumarill come in. Let's see here. So we're going to see a Azumarill come in. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap now to Meganium. I want to try to draw out his Flyer. Hoping that is maybe a Skarmory. The Azumarill is going to be getting off an Ice Beam. We're not going to use our first shield just yet. We're going to load up some energy real quick and then go for a Frenzy Plant. Since he's staying in, this is definitely going to force his shields right now. And this game's going to come down to the wire. Basically, a potential CMP tie. Now Scrafty comes in, and this is where I'm like, oh crap. Scrafty's counter is going to beat our Lapras, and then Scrafty's Foul Play is going to hurt Alolan Marowak really, really badly. So we are not in a good spot right here. He's farmed us down for energy. Now we're going to show our hand with Alolan Marowak right here. Because yeah, this is tough. And then we have to make the call right here. I'm guessing this is a power-up punch. I'm going to call it. It's a power-up punch. I'm going to let him do his thing. We're going to swap, and we're going to go straight into the Surf right here. I was hoping to be able to get off a Skull Bash, but it was way, way too close. So we're going to have to go for Surf to do some extra chip damage. Try to get him down, but we're not going to get him down low enough. Now the Alolan Marowak comes back in. I'm guessing this is going to be a foul play. He really wants to get my last shield. And now again, we're going to have to dance with energy because he's going to swap. The Azumarill is now going to come in. I believe this is going to be a Play Rough, not an Ice Beam. Yeah, Play Rough. So going to be resisted. So this is where I have an opportunity. But the thing is I can't let another charge move hit me. So we're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball now. This is going to be taking out Azumarill. Or no, it gets it low. And then I have to use a Bone Club to finish off. But he gets off an Ice Beam right here. I'm like, oh my goodness, Alolan Marowak, I need you to clutch up right here. Ice Beam comes through, doesn't take us out. We go for Bone Club instantly. This will be finishing off Azumarill. And we just have to get one more Fire Spin in and get a Bone Club off to try to be able to take out Scrafty. So there we go. We have the Bone Club, but we go down to the fast move. So very, very good battle right there. And we're going to move into the final battle here of our set today. Leading Lapras again. Man, I love Alolan Marowak, guys. If you guys haven't seen Alolan Marowak or haven't used him before, trust me, Alolan Marowak is very, very good. But do know that I have a lot of experience with it. I've been playing with him for almost a year. I think he was actually the first Pokemon that I powered up in the Great League. I traded him a long time ago, back when PvP first came out, to try to get a good one. Now we landed a fantastic lead. Thankfully, Ice Shard Lapras into Altaria. We see the Registeel come in, so now we're going to bring in the Alolan Marowak. Both Alolan Marowak and Meganium are weak to Altaria, but the thing is I'm hoping he has a Azumarill in the back, so that way Meganium has a better matchup versus that instead of Alolan Marowak. So we're going to go for Shadow Ball right here. Again, I want to get shields from him. I need to get shields out of the way or get his health. So we get a shield, which is perfectly fine for us. We're not going to shield right here. Again, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, not going to do a lot to us. We can soak another one, which is going to be okay, but we cannot soak 3. So what we're going to do here is I believe I go for, or I shield right here. And then I believe I go for back-to-back Bone Clubs just in case he does decide to shield right here. Yeah, so I'm going to go for back-to-back Bone Clubs. That way I can either finish off the Registeel or force his shield. So we don't get the shield, and then I should have completely farmed down right there, but I didn't want to risk another Flash Cannon coming in, so I go for another Bone Club. That's going to be okay. I'm hoping he brings in his Altaria right here to finish us off. So we're low enough. It can't get a lot of energy for us. We're sitting really good. Now we're going to bring in the Lapras. The second he swaps, I'm going to swap as well. We're just going to go straight into Meganium, and it's a Venusaur. I'm like, oh crap. So Venusaur has access to Sludge Bomb, which is going to be doing super effective damage to Meganium, so we have to let it through. But the thing is, Lapras is also weak to Venusaur, and our only hope is to land an Earthquake right here. I'm hoping he thinks this is a shield bait. We're going for the Earthquake. Go big or go home, everyone, and we land it. That is fantastic. fantastic for us. Now, we have to clutch up again. We have to shield this, right? Frenzy Plant would do way too much damage for us, but the thing is we're going to make a critical choice right here, and we're going to go for Skull Bash over Surf because I need to resist the moves coming in from Altaria. We've gotten a bit too low versus Altaria, and Dragon Breath start adding up. So we go for the Skull Bash, we get the shield, which is perfectly fine, and this is where it really comes in clutch, guys. So he's going to go for a Dragon Pulse right here, which is going to do a decent amount of damage, but because we have the upped defense, we're going to be able to survive, get to a Surf right here, and then it's going to be a race between Ice Shard and Dragon Breath, and we are going to be able to just barely pull it out, all because we use Skull Bash first. So really good battles right there. Man, today's team was actually a lot of fun to bring. The only legacies that we have is going to be Ice Shard on Lapras and then Frenzy Plant on Meganium. So really great battles. Ended up going 4-1 with this team. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.